Welcome to the Carolina Beat. I'm Chad Greenhill in the studio with Juliana Monroe, turning back the clock with laser skin tightening. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Do you ever look in the mirror and feel like you want to erase some lines?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when we talk about laser skin tightening, we prefer to do it on the face. On the body, it's kind of painful. We could do a full disclosure segment on laser skin tightening too. The first question people ask is, does it hurt? Do you want to know if it hurts?
I kind of do. I'm kind of interested.
So depending on what your perspective that day is, how your work week went, if you're more stressed, it can be more painful some days than others. But really what we're doing with it is we are giving the skin the perception of an injury, and we're doing that thermally. So the laser's energy is absorbed by the water in the deeper layers of the dermal layer of the skin. And for a fraction of a second, it's really hot in those layers. We're not really producing a burn, we're not blistering, we're not doing anything like that, but we're tricking the skin into thinking that it's being injured, and then that unfolds and unravels this cascade of regeneration. So collagen remodeling is what's happening. It works really well.
Sure, but not on the body, you said.
Well, it works on the body too. The problem is that it's uncomfortable. Like I really want us to be very honest and frank. Like that's what's different about my office. You know, I could tell you, oh, it's not that bad. And then once you lie down on the table and I start pulsing, you can call me a liar. You know, and the range of reactions, I think this is we're gonna make this a fun episode here. The range of reactions is, it's pretty big, you know.
And it depends on if you're a little bit more of a baby like I would be.
Well, Chad, I don't even know if you could call it being a baby. Like,
right.
I don't want to ask you guys to not come in for laser skin tightening. Please come in for laser skin tightening. But I need you to be prepared. So it feels like a little hot needle pricking you, right?
Gotcha.
But you got to remember, it's temporary. So the prep here is this. We can do anything, really, when we're motivated enough for a short period of time, right? So when you lie down on the table and I get ready to pulse on you, and I'm gonna be your biggest cheerleader, you know, I take my time between these pulses, but it really does, it feels like a little bee stinging you or like a little snap of a rubber band. Once we're done, right, which takes about anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how much of a baby you are.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. Hurts. Not that bad though.
Sure.
7 to 10 minutes. 20 minutes later, it feels like nothing. So
Understood.
This is what I encourage my clients to keep, you know, when I say keep your eye on the prize. We're really doing some pretty cool things. Like if it could be significantly uncomfortable during, but then afterwards you feel not a whole bunch of, you know, any discomfort, then imagine what's, you know, the work we're doing.
Absolutely.
And what your skin is like, you know, accommodating for you.
Sure. What kind of damages are we looking at? Like,
well, let's not use the word damage, right? Because we're not
injuries.
We're not. Remember, it is the illusion of an injury.
Right.
So let's talk about downtime.
Okay.
So downtime is going to be a little bit of redness, pink for maybe the rest of the day, and some swelling. So this is important. Everybody swells differently. Initially, when I first started doing it on myself, there was just enough of a puffiness that I was like, ooh, I like that. I wish it would stay. And of course it doesn't, because it's just part of the process of healing. Some people can hold on to some puffiness, especially if I'm working underneath their eyes, sometimes up to 10 to 14 days. The point is it's transient, it will go away, and 3 to 4 weeks later, about 5 to 7% improvement. We do this as a series. This is not a one and done.
Got it.
Okay, and maybe in a different segment we'll talk about how long does it last? It's something we age out of. Nothing that has to do with this body
lasts forever.
Nothing that has to do with this body lasts forever.
Well.
Sorry.
Well, that's amazing information. We appreciate it.
You're
Thank
so
you for
welcome.
having fun with me today.
You're so welcome.